The Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago. This crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
A toss left side, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Patrick Queen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Johnson, the ball
Derek
carrier.
Wolfe there on the tackle.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
7. Ravens, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Under a heavy run. rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. Flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Play action. Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Sam Cook on
a reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
First and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
His kick is no good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
18 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson, screen play, Johnson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what.
And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Dobbins on the carry.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Calais Campbell able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And this is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Quick slant to Brown.
Jackson's
give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, couldn't they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens' 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, this one is no good. Fairbairn hangs it out to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from, between here and here. Me.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Green Bay.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To Davante Adams. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Vernon Hargreaves on the tackle.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second and 2, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Rodgers looking to throw on third and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up a 6. Brings up second.
From the 30 on second down. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Texans.
Brandon Cooks. 30 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Packers.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Rodgers now on first down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Darius Smith.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On first first down. It's Johnson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Good.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson down right around the 25.
Number 25.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 25 on second down. Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Texans.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 45.
A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now in Houston, it's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want this.
Here's Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
on the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Smith on the tackle.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watson on 3rd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have moved out in front. Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one. Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right? Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Rodgers to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it. They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Tackle by Jonathan Grenard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
That's what I want to see.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good pop. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. getting racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new Chris Watch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too high. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made it by the million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really do it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The
tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
No gain on the play. Second and
here's Jones.
The 40-yard line.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
21-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A toss left side, Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Duke Johnson
down to the 25.
Preston
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson dancing to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Johnson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Packers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go, G, get up.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson forced out to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
For a Green Bay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
For Allen Lazard.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout.
Valdez.
7 seconds left in the first half.
For a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm coming on you.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Adams, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 88. 41 Mike. Right here.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Watson, sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. It's Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Now 4th down and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Here I come.
Again, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Packers 28, Texans 7. Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson steps away to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson, flush to his right. Open man, the tight end Fells. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Screen play. Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 36-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To the air yet again. Watson flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Buying time to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
What's up? 19. Mike 55. I got you, punk. 58, boys. 58. 58. 59. You ain't got nothing. 58's the Mike.
Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 12. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No, okay.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. He's at the 50, the 30, 20.
Do what we
10,
do. Do what we do.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Kevin King there defensively.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, huh? Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot, Nike check up all of my sauce. Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma stay. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if you talk too hot. And they wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a